Okay, so this is game one. Kind of went as we expected, but the question is, what can we learn from it? The start of the map, we kind of decided where we were going, which is inconsequential for how the game's going to turn out, but it can at least start momentum. No one ends up getting camo. We end up getting it twice, but then end up burning it. Not necessarily an issue. Just a couple things to highlight here is number one, timing. And a lot of the game was dictated by timing. They had much better timing as they were shooting. They were getting into the fights quicker, getting more shots onto people quicker. They were taking more space on the map and catching us off guard too where we spawned. So if we were moving forward, there's already a guy shooting us in the side or shooting us in the back, which made it difficult. Now, right in the beginning, the first mistake that I made was if we are pushing to control, right? And we are pushing you there, if they do go heavy and they were pretty aggressive, I'm gonna get hit pretty quickly here. Um, which I do. He ends up pushing me here. This guy here ends up pushing me as well. And at one point, there's basically almost three people looking at me. When you run this route, it's nothing against what you specifically did, but my idea on this routing is if we did want to do this, it's ball. If you're going this way, maybe put yourself in a position here, all ready to go gold. G slide off that box all the way over here because, fun fact, if you did this, you can get shots on them. You can see top A and bottom A, right? That's not an issue. But if you have to get back down, we already then have gold. So we're not going to be forced to just spawn C, right? So we at least get a slice of the map where oddball is, and it puts us into an advantage there. So unfortunately, as you come here, you get shot down by A just because it takes a little bit long and hence timing. Sean does get a good G slide there and goes up. It's just it takes a bit to get up there. Someone happened to go top A. If you had maybe waited here for a minute, too, you could have done that and just did the angle a little bit farther back. You could have got shots in him earlier. But pushing forward here, I find it's trippy box can suck, especially on this opening if they have A side, because where are you going to go? One's in Whirlpool, you're not running away. You're not running away from him. This guy can back up and shoot you. Grenades can get bounced off the wall here, get pushed back in the corner. So it's kind of a crappy situation. So my thoughts would have been either staying back, not that you did anything wrong, it's just staying back or playing for that side off the G slide so that you can actually control gold. So we have another slice of the pie here. And something that happens later, which would have been beneficial based off of where we were. I could have waited a little bit until we had more information. Um, I could have easily, knowing that we were rushing in there, not rushed in. And I could have easily played here. I could have gotten shots on him as he came up, throwing grenades, right? He might have pushed in underneath me on C, which would have been annoying. Not necessarily a big deal, but I could have also played down here, which is fine, and I would have died. You end up cleaning him up, but it just put you in a position where you're now out in the open. You drop down for camo. Where are you? You drop down for camo. However, there's another guy to clean you up, and as you were one hit, knowing they're coming from A, I think we should wait, and that's timing again too. We're trying to get it. It's nothing against any one person, but we just have to work on our timing. As you were here, you're now down half. You see that guy, you push him back, which was great. But as you're one shot, and I just went down there, I think you just dropped a little bit too quick. And did you see that guy? Oh my god, I hate theater so much. Let's see what you see. You did a good job getting damage on him. You did see him, but then you dropped down anyway as one hit, and I think that was the error there. And it's just those little things that we all do, just timing and playing our lives a little bit. Because even still, with him there, you still would have had space, and you have Sean and Gus up there. So if we move on to Sean and Gus here in the beginning, Sean gets the G slide, he gets up here, he starts getting shots on him. So that's why I'm saying, like, if we had waited a second, if you were taking his attention and stayed back there on gold, maybe he gets finished, maybe not. We now have this top A part, right? Sean starts getting shots in him there. The one thing I will say, though, for Gus is negative space, getting yourself into a fight and helping. This isn't bad right here, right? But here are my thoughts. You file Sean up here, you fire one shot, you look here, you don't see anyone, right? You go down here, you don't see anyone until just then, right? So you kill that guy, which is good, but it's a long time until we start getting help from you for the shots. So just little tiny changes from all of us would have turned that around completely. So from the get-go, for if Sean's going that top route, not a big issue necessarily, but probably what we should have done is you both gun it up there and just completely, you know, destroy him together if you both hit the G slide, because how far behind are you? Let's see. So Sean's already firing. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if you guys both hit the G slide, that guy's dead, and then that turns out differently. You're both up top A. We know A is kind of clearish. Or, as you come through here, don't file Sean up, right? Where's somewhere else that people often go, right? They go bottom A, right? You could have pushed bottom A. Right here, you're already getting shots on him. If you kill him, Sean calls out the other guy. Sean does not then have to chase because you can come through if you need to and get him from behind. Additionally, if you had stayed here, yeah, that guy would have been dead. They would have one guy less to deal with. Justin would have finished him, and then he's there. So it just, those little tiny decisions and timing would have completely turned it around. Whereas we would have had spacing, we would have had A, we would have had gold, and they'd be spawning C, and we could have kind of predicted where they were spawning from that point. All right, so moving forward, if we go right off camo, we end up burning it and getting it twice, so it wasn't like completely terrible as we traded, but we could have definitely improved upon it. Hopefully can in the future. Gus, where are you? So you are now here with Sean, and you push out to control. The problem is, I know exactly why you do it, because he's one hit, so you chase him. Not necessarily an issue. Sean also jumps down too, and now both of you are going to take damage from that one guy. Sean pushes down to camo one shot and gets cleaned up. And then you push A, don't even get your shields back. You were already called out. So it's just one of those things that getting your shields back before you do something, and just the awareness, hey, if he's already shooting me from the side there, they know I'm coming this way. I'm already down on shields. So personally, I think maybe you could have taken space to gold to B instead of going A there, because Justin just spawned gold. We at least would have had ball. We would have been playing towards the objective. They would have spawned A or C farther away. You wouldn't have went down, and where I am is I'm right here. I clean him up. Okay. I do go down too, which is unfortunate here. Because he spawns C, probably because we're shooting there. I leave C a little bit too quickly. Where are we? Oh my god, I hate theater. The rewind sucks. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to be spawning here. So here's something I could have done a little bit differently too. I could have waited here. Camo's burned. There's literally no reason why I had to rush down here in the middle. So I'm sorry, camo's not burned. But there's no reason why I had to rush to the middle at this point to grab it, knowing we're down in lives. If I move out of C, they could spawn there. Justin spawned gold. So as soon as I move out of C with you being there, that's one of those decisions I should have been thinking about, that I should have backed out, because I don't know that you're going to win that fight. Had you moved back to gold, we know A's open at least, so they're going to spawn there. But because you're moving in there, as I move forward, it's a situation that we created that sucks for us. So watch. Justin spawned top gold. You push in there. Regardless of whether you died or won it, he spawned instantly looking at me down there, because it's the spacing that we opened. We have gold. You're shooting A. He's gonna get C. So it's one of those things of timing and spacing that would have just helped us out if I just waited a little bit. Or if you change in direction, then that would have worked out better for us. Now, right after that, what I will say is Justin spawns top gold, which is helpful after this death. It gets its objective, and that's where the ball is. So we want to control that area. I don't know if you rightly knew that he was spawning blue there. I might have called it out shortly after. You go down just because he happens to catch you off guard and throws your aim off, whatever. This is what I would argue again, as far as us creating situations. They're all dead, right? We have gold. Don't open up a spot behind you. So I know exactly why you did this. You're one hit. You're pushing through A to catch him on spawn, right? I don't know if you noticed that I went down. I don't know right in this moment if you noticed that Sean spawned. But as soon as we see this situation, one of us should have been calling out, hey, we spawned C. They're in A. That leaves gold spawn open. Watch what happens. He spawns gold. So you start shooting A, and it takes away his spawn in A. As soon as you start doing that, since we have C and now control, he's behind you. So you're just about to get fucked. And again, that's just timing. You pushed in a little early with everyone down, which I don't know if you knew right away. They start pushing you back. But just because of that timing, it just opens up a situation where they spawn behind you. That guy on the bottom actually threw a grenade up here, so they were calling you out hard. The grenade rests on there, blows you up. Now they have gold, and they have A. They do all rush into gold. And what happens from this, while that's going on, if we backtrack just a teeny bit, okay. Let's go to Sean. All right, so Sean dies. We burn camo, right? And I think that was 3 times we touched camo, right? So no one got it, but we just, obviously we went over it. Sean, one thing to note, if you spawn here and Justin's on the other side of the map, you're not making it to him by the time that fight's decided. It's just not happening. I mean, if Justin's like a god and kills both of them, sure, you get there. Like, that's fine, right? But while this is happening, they're spawning top gold, right? If you backtrack to your spawn, there is a guy there that killed me. I think first instinct should have been going C to clean him up, right? At least we are now getting right into the fight to get shots onto him. But you kind of take the long, meandering route. All this is going on, and if you look here at top control, even if you went this way, you could have already got shots into those guys and got them weak, right? Again, no one shoots you. You don't see them. We don't get that information either from this route, so we don't know that they're there. Justin's running back, which wouldn't have mattered, but at least we had the information. You get here late. Justin's already dead. You took the long route. Sure, we're blocking A spawn. We have one half of the map. They have the other half of the map, and it's where the ball is. Again, you get a one shot on him. He goes down. This guy comes behind you. You turn left, knowing that they went gold. Opens up your back. He kind of misses you. I want to see what happens here. Oh, you just missed your beat down. He double beats you down, and you go down. So while that's happening, where's Gus? Gus is not in yet. He should be in now. There he is. So Gus spawns in, and he kind of follows you the same route here, which, again, at the same time, Sean's pushing A. We're going to keep spawning in C at this point, farther away from the hill. Justin goes down, and we're just kind of sitting on the same side of the map. We can't get the ball from on this side. I understand what you're doing here, but you just kind of get pushed back, and you're one hit. You're not going to do much from here. We still don't have map pressure. You're back. Sure, they can't get the ball yet. That's fine. It's not blocking a spawn, though, which is one issue. Now, at the same time, you push right into where he died. There is no assistance for you, so it's a timing thing again. What's going to happen here? It's a 50-50. You're going to win the fight or you're not going to win the fight. But look, what happens is as I'm pushing, I'm shooting here, right? And if we go back, I have to go back a little bit to my spawn. All right, so I'm here and I get a double, right?
Another one put down.
Okay, so we get a double here. I'm putting pressure on gold. As soon, let's see where it is. As soon as I run I put one shot on him. As soon as I run this route, a guy spawns there because Justin spawned C. I had just put shots up there on gold, and I'm pushing towards the gold spawn. You moved in. I believe you are now blocking the pipe spawn from here. So A is now open, and we're kind of too close to C. I guess it's maybe 50-50 whether he spawns C, but it's a little bit closer to his partner. So it opens up now another spawn where Justin's running into that guy. You're about to kill this guy, and they get a little bit more space on the map with that spawn. Okay, again, there's going to be a negative space issue talk about here, and it's not just in this scenario. We've all done it, and we've been playing with other people that have been doing it that I called out. But watch what happens when you spawn. Wait for your spawn. All right, so you're going to spawn back C, right? You take this route, which is perfect. You catch the ball guy. What happens here is a bunch of negative space. You're both here, right? Ball's over there. You guys, Gus, I don't know if he spawned C back there or he spawned control and came your way. But look what happens. You're here. You have an option to go take gold, whatever. You have an option to push control. You have an option to push out middle, right? Gus was control, whatever. You guys just trade spaces. So just a bunch of negative time wasted, which that's just something that we have to improve on. Now, you guys just switch places. You're not helping each other. You're not going the same spot. Like if you guys were, one of you are going to choose to go here. As soon as that other person sees you going this way, we should have communicated and decided which way we're going and done it together. Now watch. We spawn long. Great. Not a big deal. We're actually closer to get out of C, but we all push long now. You lose this battle. And then now what they have is a gold, C, and Whirlpool, the possession while we're pushing long, farther away from the ball from the A corner, right? They're already in gold, so when we push gold, we're not going to be able to push back without opposition. He's in A, and he's in control, so they can always rotate it. So we need to capitalize on not doing that and working together, shooting together when we can in those moments. Okay, so this is right after Sean died. We spawned long haul, which is at least out of C, so we can get out. We chose to go top gold. They have 2 down, right? So this is actually good now. At this point, we're either going to spawn gold, depending if we're getting shot at, then he's going to spawn C behind me, okay? We at least have space on the map. Ideally, what we want to happen, and if you guys think differently, let me know. But ideally, what we would like to happen is split spawn them. We don't want all 4 of them in there because it's going to be harder to take. Moving out of C would then give them a spawn to get away. So they have to run closer to us. Now, I don't think I saw this guy. Let's see. Killed him. Okay, so Whirlpool guy runs through. They have 3 on that side.
Enemy has the ball.
He's coming around behind me. We spawn gold.
Ball drop.
And they spawn C. So now they're spawning farther away from the ball. We put ourselves in a good position here, so which is actually our first decent play here. It's kind of sloppy just because some people snuck through the cracks here, but you know you can't completely control that. But I hope we don't do. So I think the first issue is Sean dropped down off of top gold for some reason, and he actually had better positioning. So let's go back one, go back another. Sorry, theater sucks. Didn't mean you. Okay, so you're right here. I don't know if you thought you're going to have to grab ball and you're going to go for it, but then you saw Justin get it. But at this point, we don't want to start grouping in towards the one side. It gives them more spacing to push through long and have top gold, right? We're in a position now where we can actually hold better. And if you look what we kind of missed out on. Where are you? Sorry. Oh, I didn't mean to go back. Hopefully in the next Halo they make theater better. Okay. Where are you? Perfect. So we're gonna have to watch it once more. I'm sorry. All right, so you're right here. That guy's already there on A. I'm just gonna stay stationary here. You're here and holding this spot. You could have had one shot on him at least. But still, we're still holding this gold spawn and blocking this gold spawn. And also, you're not out in the middle where everything on the map can see you. As you push here, the one problem with going B in this situation is if they spawn C or long, depending on if, like, let's say you're putting shots on them there, we're blocking A, they're going to spawn back over there. So he's going to run over here. You're going to be getting shot in the side. You could be getting shot from control, C, A, pipes, and you're just going to have to get pushed back here, or you're going to get pushed back here, which is no bueno. And then we don't have space. We don't have the option to collapse on them, right? So the spacing really does matter there. It's just putting ourselves in bad positions are going to be a detriment to any kind of play we're trying to make. And then if we're down one, we can't make a push. Okay, Gus, you did this well. You came with Justin. Top gold. Justin's starting to clear back gold. You see that guy. You get a couple shots on him. But as soon as you shot that guy off, Justin's on that side. You see me up here. Just start looking straight to the left. He gets a couple shots on you. In this situation, if you see Justin there and you're able, you could always pop back out. But Justin cleans him up. Does he get a sass? Yeah, okay. So that's good. We get shots on the one guy, pushes him low on control. He starts pushing A. But had you stayed out front, you're going to be able to catch him off guard. And you're still in a position here to spawn us as you did with Sean. But we still have eyes on the map. You can still be here to help Justin, but not in the back pipes and still have map presence. So just go back just a teeny bit. All right, so this is the control guy. He's got ball. You guys are coming up top gold right about now. You got shots on him, perfect. But you're in a position right here, which is great, right? Back, right? Now watch. He dies. Now you go back out. Now there's all this open space here for him to follow in behind us. At least you're symmetrical helping me, and you're helping Justin, and that's what we talked about beforehand, like with sight lines, being able to put damage on the map, being able to assist each other, even if it's right not next to each other, because we don't have to be next to each other to help each other. Like you can help both of them. Like, look, you're here to help Justin if he jumped up here, right? Justin's shooting in the back. Just take a step back. Justin starts shooting him. You start shooting in the back. The first kill that you wanted to finish right there, you can still hit him. And this guy right here, you're still top gold where Justin's pushing. You can get shots on him. We pinch him. Like there's just all these shots on the map right now that are left on the table that we all have to get better at capitalizing on. This one's really nitpicky informationally. Like obviously sometimes we're going to miss stuff, but informationally, like if we were on top of our callouts here, I first missed it by going top control. Gus was didn't see him go in, but he had started shooting him control. I pushed through. You had come through, grab ball, and we had no idea he was in top A. But like I said, if expanding upon, like had Gus stayed there, like you would not have grabbed ball. You would have gotten a couple shots on from here, then grab ball, and we'd still all be up. So it's like those little tiny decisions that are going to make like the biggest difference in our gameplay. As long as we're shooting together, taking space where we can shoot together, and putting ourselves in positions where we're not getting off spawns, where it makes it harder for us, and taking long routes or taking negative space. Okay. I know I had said beforehand, um, moving into B, and in my head, I don't know if I said it out loud, I was thinking, I hope he doesn't push Whirlpool. Well, we did a good thing where we took the ball, and then we did a bad thing. Big no-no. This is not helping anyone. So let's backtrack, and we'll watch it from Justin's perspective. So we kill that guy. We have ball. Finally getting points on the board. I go down. Gus is there, and he pushes through. Back gold, like we talked about. He could have taken bat ledge, or he could come through to help assist Justin through Whirlpool. Whatever, right? That's not a big deal. But this is with when I called out you, Sean, for going B, like it doesn't serve a purpose to be in B. Just putting yourself in a bad position. You can't get out of it. You can't hold space on the map to put pressure on them from getting to us. And one of the things about ball is if you're all in the same corner, it just gives them the whole entire map to push in on you, and we're going to be reacting to it. So look what happens. Gus moves into Justin. Shaw moves into Justin. We 100% need to stop doing this. The only thing that this does, if we pick someone now, it gives them a gold spawn. Or, you know, it could give them a C spawn, but, you know, it depends where I spawn. So I'm going to spawn in. I spawn in long haul. So if we kill someone right now, they're going to spawn top gold. And now we're screwed with the spawn, right? So we'll play this out and see what happens. Okay, I go down. Yeah. Let's see from my point of view. Oh my god, I hate theater so much. I go down here. I spawn C. I see that guy just a second too late, but this guy's already waiting on C for me. Or actually, did he spawn there? Let's see. Let's watch from your perspective.
Ball dropped. We have the ball.
Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me.
Ball dropped.
The Goon Squad.
Enemy has the ball.
This is a guy that I killed. He spawned C right behind me as I spawn long haul. Ridiculous. And I'm assuming at this point, because of where Sean was when he's, that's not Sean, or that is Sean, but Styx is here. There's this guy's getting hit. Why did it not spawn me top gold? That is so annoying. I don't know if it's because Justin's back there with ball. It's just so annoying. So in my mind, I had thought that he was sitting there camping and playing it, but he literally just spawned there. So I got spawned on, and again, it's one of those situations that we kind of created for ourselves. He spawned C. Great, whatever. I spawn long haul. We don't have top goal control, so I'm not going to spawn in there. That sucks. So this is already going to break up pretty quickly. Justin has the ball. Sean goes down. Sean pushes from B. He goes over here. He gets shot. He goes out in the open while getting shot here to look up top A. He gets shot down on. He's in open space, but all that could have been done from the other side of the map while we're holding spawns. Now you have a guy above you, you have a guy here, and you have a guy there. So if we look at Gus, Gus had this spawn, which was good. He pushed back here. We want the ball guy to be in the middle. You start putting pressure on this side. I think at this point, this is where we drop the ball. Justin backs up, but then we don't get any pressure. Now he drops it, which is good, but I feel like we might have been able to drop it a little bit quicker to get shots, which I don't know how much we really utilize dropping that ball quicker to get the advantage for the extra person to start shooting. Guts gets pushed down. He's going to get cleaned up here. They push all the way through, and then it falls apart then. And again, we kind of created that situation. I mean, that's a little gimmicky why I didn't spawn top gold, but it still sucks, and it's partially because we all pushed into A, and that's where we're getting shot. I don't know if it's because it was an open sight line to where ball was that it didn't spawn me there. And I'm assuming it prioritized me spawning farther away from ball so that it didn't give us an advantage. And then it's another situation where we did something good, but then we did something real bad. Okay, so this is right after where we lose ball, and I think we just missed an opportunity based off of spawns here. And obviously it was moving quick, so we didn't catch it in game, but it's something to look at after the game so that maybe we can catch it again when this happens. So you spawn C. Okay, you move up here to control. He's already moving in to try to collapse on C. He's here. The other guy is pushing gold, so he's pushing towards A. So they're going to block A. He's trying to block gold, a little bit too slow for it, but you beat him down, and now he drops. I spawn top gold, and this is pretty perfect actually, because now we have space on the map. At this exact point, we should have been working in tandem here. we're not pushing. We're both playing our own game right here. First of all, so we're the first in, right? They're pushing. No one else is in the fight here. Watch. You push up here. You know, whatever. You beat him down. He doesn't beat you down. He just gets 2 shots on you. You have the advantage. This is what we should have been communicating and helping each other. So as I'm top gold, I could have been watching down there for you instead of for me. I make the dumb mistake of trying to wrap around. I get a shot on the wrong guy, number 1. He sees me, calls me out. I throw a grenade at him. But then there's also a guy gold. I could have just waited. And I remember this while the game was happening, that why did I push top gold? We were 2 up at, let's see, not here. We were now 3 up. We know all of them were up, right? I have top gold. I could have waited for someone to come in here and help, right? I didn't have to push all the way up, show my back here. I'm already getting shot now by him. I just basically, bent over for him. It sucks. At the same time, I could have been shooting your guys over there. I could have been back and you could have been shooting him, and we could have been helping each other all at once here. And that would have been a great stalling tactic. You're top control. I'm top gold. They can't get to you without me seeing them if I'm over there, right? Again, he can't get to me if you're up there, and I can see through there, even if I get pushed back a little bit to help you out. Gus and Justin spawn in. We're going to go right here. All right, so Justin spawns gold, and I think one of the problems is here, let's see. Yeah, we just didn't do it together. So now Justin's back gold, but Gus is B. Now Sean's still top A and gets double beat down by the ball guy. We each did our own thing there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, we just basically gave him the ball there. Now, if we play it back a little bit, we're up top gold, we're up top control, we're not pushing yet, right? They have everyone up. So it's just kind of playing slow here, is what we should have been doing. I do think if the ball's over there in A, we had too many people push towards the gold side of the map, right? Justin spawns gold. I think, based off of Gus's spawn, where he was, he should have instantly came and helped Sean, first of all, because it's the quickest sight line to get into the fight, right? Jump up onto there, G-slide into control. Now we have 2 people there to put pressure on. Justin did spawn gold, so he would have obviously, or long haul, he would have obviously spawned somewhere else. And then he could have chose to come long haul if he wanted to get that angle, but at least we have options here. But I honestly, like, at this point, Gus, like, you should have definitely followed Justin in here. Anytime you come through the middle of the map, like, it's just, you don't know what's here. You didn't clear anything, right? So we know they have the other side of the map. Sean was getting shot up there. I just got killed top gold. Justin's going in there. You're looking towards ball. But there's no help for Justin. Sean's still up there. And this guy pokes out. You're shooting a guy here, which is fine and dandy, but now you're getting shot in the back. Justin is still not being able to do anything just because you guys didn't push in together. He's going to go down. He does trade, but at the same time with Sean, no sight lines together, right? So Justin's up there. He's trying to push in, but Gus put himself in a position where he's going to be easily taken down by 2 people. If we're doing this, you're not pushing into A yet because you don't know what's in there. You could have easily stayed where, like, play where your team is. You could have easily stayed here, looking both ways, while Gus was top gold and Justin pushed back, whatever. And this is a different situation. You get shots on him, right? You could have just played the sight line here a little bit instead of pushing in. But if you know, as you're coming here, like, the ball guy, you can see him. Don't ever challenge the ball guy because he's going to double beat you down every single time. He misses there, but he still gets it. And then we go down from that. And it's just individual battles. We're not working together. We're not taking our time. We're rushing it. And there we go. They get the ball again. Now, right after that, again, we do something silly. We didn't communicate on anything. So if we back up, so here's what we have. Justin's back there, and we have 2 people C. We need to get the camo. Great, you're right here, but I feel like you probably could have been a little bit more patient here, right? Anytime you run into open and B, if we don't know what's up in gold, that's a big no-no, just like what I said with Gus. As you're running back this way, you're already getting shot in the side because you're in the open. As soon as you turn your body, it opens up an opportunity for them to shoot you. You're going to go down. I mean, regardless of the fact that you hit it, you still would have been out of the fight. While you do that, Justin's now pushing into A by himself. And because of what Gus and I did to both go camo, we're not in a position now. We both go low. I could have went higher here. I didn't realize Gus was there. I go to slide and I'm like, oh, Gus is there. And now Justin's pushing in. Gus is going bottom A. Sean is dead. No one can help Justin yet because I pushed Whirlpool for this guy, right? I suck, so I die. Justin's going to go down. Where is he? Again, for the same thing that Sean went down. The ball guy's right there. So anytime the ball guy's around the corner, wow, and you don't, the beatdown doesn't even go? Fuck off. We need to watch that. 1. Oh, I guess you just didn't throw it, or I don't know what, if that's just theater and not showing it. But at the same time, if the ball guy's there, we could have just waited. Gus now went down to the bottom. He's not helping on the bottom. Again, it's individual fights that we all took right there the whole entire way. And we're kind of like slow meandering about it. So here we go. Camo. Great, we got camo. Maybe we both just rushed in bottom A instead there. Again, I go down, you kill him, you have camo. So it works out in that sense, but it was so sloppy for all of us how we did that. All right, so Gus already has camo. Ball gets dropped out there. This is where I would say Gus is the person to go for ball. We have gold. We're going to move out of A. Okay, ball's down there. Like, we have a good portion of the map. We know they're spawning long to C. You push into control now. What that does is it leaves the spawn open. Okay, you didn't need to push into control to go down here to bridge. You could easily, like, there's all this negative space. Like, you're searching for him, right? Watch. You kill that guy. If you push through this way, they're going to know you're there, right? If the goal was to catch them off guard here, like, all you're doing then at this point is running into 3 people. You could have done this if you wanted to. You're probably going to die at this point because they're just going to all turn and look at you. So the better play here. Oops, sorry. The better play here. We're going to have to watch it again. I'm sorry. Kill him. Great, but you need to block A, or someone needs to block A in this situation. Gus now, if he had blocked A, has camo, so he could have easily, instead of cross-shotting, like, there's, like, I get why you're cross-shotting, but here, watch. Let's watch your point of view. They're throwing their grenades. You have camo. Wait right here for 1 second. You have Justin coming up bat ledge in 2 seconds. You have me top gold. They ain't going nowhere. So this is just one of those communication issues and a missed opportunity. If you have camo, you could have easily come here and G-slide it down and grab this and jumped right up here. And now all of a sudden we have gold and we have A and bat ledge and we have ball. And look what happens. They're pushing control. Sean, you are there, but now they know it and they're going to push in on you. He's camo how his ball, but we have you bottom middle because you dropped to get ball, but Sean didn't block it. He spawns A. They're pushing him in control by himself. We can't help Sean back there. No one's in a position to help Sean right now. Justin's moving forward. Predicts the A spawn. Nice. Gets the kill. So that salvages that. And, yep, Gus brings it this way. I mean, honest, yeah, good, good, good. I was going to say you should have given him it, and that's perfect. And we do salvage that, which is nice. And honestly, like when you think about it, that was kind of cool because we split spawn the one, which is something maybe we can um, try to do in the future because we left a spawn open there, and with Justin being there, it actually worked out kind of cool. So it's something maybe we can discuss later. But now we're holding ball back here, but we're all pushing to A at this point, right? Go back to Sean. So Sean goes control. Okay. You kill one, which is good. Right? We stuck him. That's awesome. So that was good play there. So it really worked out. But I think at this point, you need to get back gold, right? We have A. But standing here, it's just giving them the pressure to get up to you. They don't have to think about it at all. Now they're at C. They have top control. They have mid bridge, and they're pushing in from top gold. So again, while we're not right next to each other, we backed up into a corner again, right? And that's no bueno. Gus, you had camo. You go out, but then you come back, and now we're back in. Had you wrapped around, you could have been taking him from the back, but yeah, it's just timing and not working together on those things and spacing, right? The timing of when we do things, the spacing to block spawns, and the tempo. Okay, this is shortly after. What we have going on here is we have two of us in control, right? Where's Sean? No one by us, right? We take way too long to push in here. I make a mistake here. I think I did it twice this game. Like, I know he dropped the ball. I know he's going to throw a grenade. That's what I do too. And I go out. Justin's right there. I could have waited. Gus, just as a heads up for you, you're going to go down here. You're going to spawn gold. Watch. When you come in here, Justin's there. So just keep that in mind. But look, you don't look corner. Like, you got to look corner because now he's just going to... Somehow he doesn't get the back smack. And you get him down to one hit. Justin's going to finish him up. This happens. I go down. Now it's just two of us. But the problem is, too, spacing. Like, right now, it is... Let's see. When did we kill this guy? And that's going to be at 3 minutes. We stick here in the same spot on control. We could have just moved and pushed a little bit on the control guy. We could have moved and pushed towards gold. Like, we could have done many things. But sitting here in the same spot when we're down numbers is just not great because they had all the time in the world to push up on us from two different spots. We didn't have any pressure from the outside of the map. We were sitting here behind the wall. You're not stopping anyone from coming in. So it's just so easy for them. And now they have top gold. So we should have moved much better there, pushing aside, having someone get shot somewhere, and making space. Okay, this is shortly afterward. Gus and I kind of split spawn, which was not ideal. He went control, and I went gold. Someone wraps around, so like, but I can't help you from here. We're making space, which is good, but I think probably we should have pushed one of the directions together, not separately. The plus side is you now have control, and we spawn gold. So I mean that is good. So if you were to stay alive, we can help for one person up here. This is kind of where it falls apart slightly. So I'm gonna kill this guy. Someone called him out, which was awesome, and I think that was you, Gus. And I immediately turned and killed him. Justin then spawns gold. This is where Sean, timing and everything, like, they have ball and they're up, right? They have 17 seconds left to win the game. So this is when we have to like prioritize, and it's easier to say after the game, so not trying to be harsh, but you see me here. They're down one, so it's 3v3. Justin just spawns in. Instead of helping me where the ball is, you jump up here to get shock rifle. I'm already in a fight, in a fight, in a fight. Justin, who already spawned, is already out over there. You're here. Justin's in the fight. You finally fire. You're shooting, right? And then Gus moves in. So now if you look from my point of view, back one more. So I move through. Gus calls him out. I kill him. I'm getting shots, getting shots, getting shots. He would have been dead already. I would have had a second person here, and in a second, a third person here with Gus coming through. So whether Gus had to come in here or not would have been a little bit different at that point. But this would have been a huge change in the game right now because they only need 13 seconds to win. Okay, next person is me that messes up. So I spawned top gold. There's 2 of you alive. I should not have went long right here. I think in my mind I was thinking, hey, I'll spawn trap him, but there's no spawn trapping to be done because we don't have control of the A. So I dropped the ball a big time here. So then I push sneaky. We already have like 7 seconds. I'm not hitting anything. I'm not hitting anything. Sean's alone there. Sean's alone there. So it just, Sean gets crashed. So if you watch the spawns, I actually give up spawn. Wait, sorry, we went way far back. So we're coming here. We're going gold, 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 gold. I'm going to die. All right, so I have top gold. We don't want them to spawn behind us, right? I should have stayed gold and moved in to help you guys. Had I stayed gold, that next guy that's moving up there would never have made it in. And if you watch behind me, look what happens. He spawns pipes now. So you now get spawned from, or they're coming from C, and now I opened up another spawn to have them come into the base. So that tiny little movement actually gave them the best spawn because look, now I'm blocking C spawn. There's a guy in control. I mean, he could spawn back gold, but I'm a little bit close here, so I guess that's why they prioritized over there. But look, like that, and then already now we're fighting at a disadvantage. They have 3 in the hill already, just like that, just from my movement. And look, another guy spawns top gold now. Because we spawned in C, farthest away, and those little teeny movements are what's killing us as far as giving them better spawns. There are 3 in there now. They could move from C. They spawn pipes, and then now he spawns this pipes, and they have the whole entire side of the map except for C. All right, round 2. We do better because we burn camo quicker. Gus sticks him, unfortunately, but you guys work together there, right? Honestly, at this point, you're either pushing up back to help me up here on front bridge. I would say if you push into C, you might force a weird spawn on top gold, so it's probably good that you don't go C. And you're not going to catch it in time. So we kill that guy. You help kill this guy. I don't think he needed to drop into pit for that because I mean you can shoot him from there, right? Watch. I mean I do that too at times, but like you just stay here. Now you're in pit all of a sudden. You have to work your way out, right? If you just shoot him from here, you had him, and you could have moved up to help Justin quicker. Kill him here, and then 1-2 shot. You could start shooting him, right? So that would have been good. Again, Justin moves up to top gold. We're right here. I think you push out a little bit too far here. I see what you're doing here, but look, you're right in the middle of the bridge, right? Again, you finally move your way over. You get a good kill, which is awesome. And now you're here, which is fine. But then you jump C for some reason. Justin goes down. There's 2 guys up there, and then you go to flank. So again, timing and positioning. I think you're probably trying to like spawn trap, but like there's no one set up to do anything. And then now all 3 of us go down, or all 3 of you guys go down. And I remember calling this out, which was good. I just told Justin make sure to play it. And when he played it, I said we were going to spawn top gold, and we did. So again, positioning and timing. I messed up with that one rotation towards the end of the first round. That one, I think you had a big opportunity to try to help with top gold, but we kind of did that flank maneuver. So it's just figuring out when to flank and not to flank. Okay, so this next part I just want to go over. I messed it up because I sucked and couldn't kill this guy up top there when I should have because I had to jump on him. But we'll start with Sean. Sean, be careful. And I find this happened a lot during this game. Is you're here on bat ledge, you're protected, right? You see Justin spawn there, you see me there, you know they're going to be A, right? So or control, right? This is good information. We know one was top gold. He's dead, right? This is where we should be turning our attention towards where everyone else could be. I messed up. Did not kill him. Beat him down and he sticks me. You jump out trying to like shock rifle a guy that's already one hit, putting yourself into B now, right? Okay, whatever. Now we have you and Gus out here. So you were in a much better position to help. Shoot him once after he sticks me, and you could just push back to pipes again and turn around, right? Help Gus there. We would have had the space there towards A, and you wouldn't be getting pelted from bottom A and about to get pelted from bat ledge. Gus takes ball. You have 2 bottom control. You have bat ledge. I'm already down. You go down. Gus goes down. And it's all about positioning, right? We positioned all into the same spot, essentially. I went to kill him in the same spot. You jump out. Gus started getting shot from Heaven, who moved over there. So he moved in here, right? So it's just unfortunate circumstances. Like from this situation, you could have like you slided down there to go towards Justin. We could have had space. But yeah, it's just positioning just killed us that game. Okay, I definitely remember this part and I get it. We were losing. They're doing a lot better than us, so it's no big deal. But always check the corners there when you're running through, right? Watch. So I'm the first one to spawn up.
Enemy has the ball.
One of you guys told me to wait. I don't remember who. They're all up, right? They have bat ledge, gold, and triple stack. Somehow, you guys spawn with me here, but all run around to the other side of the map for some reason. And while that's happening, both of you run past this guy that's shooting me in the back. As I ran up here, I was like, okay, cool. We're on that side. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to get shot from that angle. Justin's right here coming up. I think this is fine. However, like one of you could have pushed gold while one of you stayed there, whatever, if you did do that. But like from both of your perspectives, you take the long route. Let me have you spawn. Watch. You guys all spawn A. We could have just pushed pipes and stuff together. One person could have went that way, but not one of you looked that way. You just both pushed through. Now, what happens after that, I'm not entirely sure. Justin starts shooting at him. That is... Yeah, you go down, Gus goes down. And if you... Let's go from spawn. Let's talk about negative time, right? And then this is not just you guys. This is also me this game too. So let's look at the clock. It's 3:58. Oh, well, that's not a good example. So hold on. So we got spawn in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 seconds before either one of you shoot something. And when you're back here, like, they already know you're coming that way, number one. So I'm shocked that guy didn't turn around. Maybe it's because Justin comes out, but Justin's right there already. And he's shooting him. All one of you guys had to do was turn. I don't know what the callouts are like that, so that could have been part of it. Justin gets it, luckily, but then you guys just run to your death after that. So that's about, let's call that a good 18 seconds, and then we cycle through death. You have your 10-second respawn, so that's 28 seconds on that, right? So it's just those little things by all of us. It's just, I'm highlighting it as I see it, so just so we can learn from it. So don't take it negatively. But yeah, I mean, even this life for me, I'm down again shortly after I was down before, right? All right, we're going to look at another example. And, you know, we already talked about how much time we didn't touch the ball before we get to that side to really do anything. And this is one of the big reasons why they got a lot of time here. So Justin goes down shortly. I'm going to start here for my spawn. So I spawn control. Justin is A. I'm here. I kill the ball guy, right? I stay control, which was kind of because I got shot again. And then I got shot again there. I kind of re-angle here. I try to shoot him there. And then I know Justin calls out, you know, it's great. You got to get out of control. It's great that you got a double. Justin goes down, so I go back this way. I'm watching ball guy at this moment just because I see one of you guys go down, one over there. I kill ball guy, so at least he can't get at pipes. Then I kill this guy, right? But at the same time, Justin's correct. The whole time there, it's so much time that I spend here in control despite getting 2 kills. And what happens after that is this guy's just trying to run for his money. He goes down. I jump out 1 shot, which is, I don't know why I do that. I get the double. I could have waited 1 second. I guess because he's 1 shot, I'm thinking, oh yeah, I get the triple. And then the 4th guy is still back there, and he takes me out. So I could have waited though, because I'm here. Gus spawns. There's no reason for me to jump out. I should have been paying more attention. Played my life a little bit for camo especially, but I jump out right into the middle of the map. 1 hit. So that's a big no-no. I go down. And then Justin's here. He's going to go down. And then it's back down to Gus. So that's just so much time that now we've spent that we just didn't get to do anything. It's all rotation based and just awareness. And now Gus goes down. So now we're all 4 down. Okay, to piggyback off to also what Justin said when I was up top control, just shooting shots. They're already up decent amount here, right? We spawn long, right? I don't know what's happening there. If you could have turned around and helped Gus, whatever did happen, you're already here. You didn't see that guy, I believe, because he's camo. So that's fair. That makes sense. But you're in control right now, right? All 4 of them are up when we're checking scoreboards. You know that you're not going to get spawned on. Gus is down. You do push, but through all that, I don't think you have any kind of stake in the fight. And then after that, you rush in there to try to take the ball by yourself, which isn't going to work. You could have waited for spawns on that one big time because we're spawning A. You could have also, if you're doing this instead of shooting top, you could have just pushed all the way through A. So, like, you could have just quickly ran through here, right? And at least we know if any of them die, they're going to spawn C away from us, right? You could have gotten shots here by the time it was there. You could have still went in through control, but you don't know if anyone's behind you. Clearing your corners, but the biggest no-no is just running in there, literally 3 of them, and then you're just going to get killed. So again, there's another cycle of just poor positioning for us that, you know, just it doesn't work out well. Okay, I do the same thing that I just told Sean not to do. So I did not see that guy, which is part of the problem. He's right there. So he's going to get the first shot off on me. And then that guy comes up. So again, we know they have the ball. They're set up, so they know we're not spawning C yet. He's shooting me. He's shooting me. So unfortunately, I go down just quickly off spawn. There's another cycle of life. Okay, so after I die, let's go to me. Not this one. Wait, is it this one? No, not that one. Let's go back. It's this one. After I die, I push up here. I don't see him, but I kind of do the same thing. I didn't have to push all the way up here. Just 2 of us up. We're not doing anything alone. And they know we're spawning A right now. That guy comes from over there on C. And I'm here in Whirlpool. I'm going to go down. And that's another life. So let's start from Justin here. Part of the problem, like, he might have noticed this. I don't know. So it's not calling him out. It's just for our awareness. You spawn here, and we have people over here. What that means is there's possibility of a guy back there behind you, right? So he's shooting across, right? Which is fine. He pushes to A to try to help me. Oh, crap. I die.
Enemy.
Now, what happens if you watch from my perspective? Watch this guy. Instead of pushing through A right away and opening up a spawn. Wait, did he?
We
Excellent precision.
halfway to victory. We
Excellent precision.
halfway to victory.
Okay, right after I die, they do a good job here of, let me find me. Back up one, back up one. Justin's going to go down. Control. So as soon as Justin gets here, we die. There's a guy in control. He spawns in C. The guy in C does not chase them because we still have one to spawn in, right? And he definitely missed an opportunity because I think Sean started shooting him. He heard him, and he just missed the guy long. But I think the idea was that they're going to try to trap this guy over there. I completely dropped the ball here, so I apologize. This is what I don't want to show you, but I'm gonna.
Ball dropped.
I'm in here. Yeah, so that was pretty embarrassing. And he kills me, so you can blame that one on me, guys. Okay. There's only really like 2 other things or so to show. So we back up here. One thing, so we're spawning like this, right? So obviously we know they're A. You're shooting down at him down there on ball. I'm going to start trying to get shots on him. You do a good job, you kill him. You then see that guy, you got to back off. Now, we have top gold. I think this is when you kind of have to haunt this area and not move out of it because this is how generous the spawns are. So Gus is right here, right? Look who spawns over there. You're right here. As soon as you are not up top there, we have 2 guys over there in gold. They're fighting control. And instead of spawning him... Where's this guy? Instead of spawning him A, it spawns him closer to his teammate, which is now Pipes. So now they already take over a good part of the map here. And that's no bueno. We have all 4 up. We're not going to have someone spawn in yet. And you're going to get just... He gets first shot, he kills you. Now we have 2 down. And I would say Sean comes this way. We're 2 down, we separate, but someone spawns in quickly enough at least. The ball's right there, so it's good position. But I think this is the perfect time. You spend a lot of time up here. It's just time wasted. You don't see that guy. You miss him. I don't know if he was even on your screen. Let's take a look. Ooh, I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know how you would see him. But not a big deal. It's still pretty hard. But you spend a particularly long amount of time right here, right? Looking. They're playing, taking their time. They have the time. They wait for their guy to spawn in. They're being patient, right? We were stuck over there with ball. I don't know if we could have grabbed it. We'll take a look at that in a second. And again, you're going to drop down. The guy's right behind you. We didn't clear the corner. Instead, when you're here, if you didn't see him, you could have easily wrapped around there, right? At least we know that A's not going to be a spawn for him because they have 1 guy alive, 2 guy alive, 3 guys alive right now, right? So, or actually Nas, JT. So they only have 2 guys alive right now. So this would have been one of those perfect opportunities too to kind of move around because we have 3 up, right? Had you moved around there, you could have been pushing back this way. This guy wouldn't have had that position, so we'll keep an eye on both of you. Look, they wouldn't have had as much of a time to set up. This guy's that's getting cross shots now getting shot on. That's a lot of negative time of nothing going on with your life, right? Wasted time when we're down. Then he moves around behind you because we didn't clear the corner. You went cut through to the map, leaving this whole section unresolved. Meanwhile, we have Gus up top. Okay, so they both get to spawn in, right? Sean goes down there because that guy's still alive now. and he's sorry, Gus, that sucked. He goes down. Now we have 2 down again. That guy down bottom middle in front of Justin. I think Just went down. Let's watch Justin's point of view. This is where he goes down. So he's going to push here. He's already getting shot by that guy up top there. Justin takes him down. He's already top middle. We would have had a perfect situation of you killing him there to shoot him and help Gus. And where am I? Let's see if I did anything appropriate. So I just get some shots on him. I'm off 1 hit. Come back out. Strong goes down. Then, Gus goes down, and I try to wrap around. I don't know, maybe if I should have went that side. Let's see. I'm here. I don't know if I was coming to try to help you or what. Maybe it's because the ball reset, so I was like, oh, we got to move forward. And then I just get destroyed by this guy. And that's basically game. So, I mean, you guys can let me know your thoughts on if you disagreed on anything for our game that we played. But it seems, honestly, like mostly positioning, movement, staying in a fight instead of just having dead time of not doing anything, timing of when we move in, and just forcing of the spawns and being cognizant of when we spawn in, like where are they spawning. We would have had a much easier time, and maybe we don't win, but maybe we kept it a lot closer and at least took a round.